If you want to retire a millionaire, then there's a certain amount of money that you need to invest. You can't just blindly throw money into the stock market and hope for the best. And so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how much you need to invest depending on your age to retire a millionaire. And before you can know how much you need to invest to retire a millionaire, you're first going to want to understand this chart right here. This right here is called a compound interest chart. As you can see, the money that you invest, also called the principal, is this line right here, and it's very, very linear. Over the years, this line slowly goes up and up and up, little by little, if you are consistently adding money into your brokerage account and investing into the stock market. There is zero magic happening here, okay? However, this line right here, the compound interest, is where all the magic is happening. Compound interest is when the interest that you earn from your investments earn even more interest on top of the existing interest. And this compound interest, this line right here, is not linear, it's exponential, meaning that it becomes more and more rapid the more money you invest and the longer time goes on. And so there lies the key. You have to not only be investing consistently, but you also have to be investing enough money. If you aren't investing enough money, I don't care how consistent you are with investing, you're never going to reach $1 million because you're not investing enough. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much money you'll need to invest in order to retire a millionaire. But first, I want to talk to you about something extremely important. The biggest mistake that I see so many investors making is thinking that they can just go and buy a couple of stocks, leave it in their account for years and years, and that somehow it's going to magically grow their account to $1 million just from that one small initial investment. And unfortunately, as much as even I wish that were the case, it just doesn't work that way. And so how often should you be investing? And even more importantly, what should you be investing in? Well, ultimately, how often you invest is going to be up to you. But what I recommend, and which you'll find a lot of other investors doing, is investing on a monthly basis. And so every single month, be it the first of the month or the last of the month, it doesn't really matter, but every single month you go into your brokerage account and you transfer money from your bank account that's connected to your brokerage account. In this case, I'm using Moomoo, which is a very good investing app that lets you invest in stocks, ETFs, options, and other things. But basically, you transfer money from your bank to your brokerage account, and you do this every single month. And so you're not just doing this once, right? You're not just transferring money into your brokerage account once and then you're done forever. This is an action that you have to take on a consistent basis. And then once you transfer the money from your bank account into your brokerage account, you're still not done. A lot of people make the mistake of assuming that just because you put money into your brokerage account, that it's somehow going to magically invest itself into the stock market, but that's not how it works. You have to actually go into your broker and buy the investments yourself with the money that you transferred from your bank account. And so for example, here's some money that I've deposited into Moomoo. And by the way, if you open an account with Moomoo and make a deposit, you can earn up to 10 free stocks. So you'll earn 1 free stock for just signing up and opening up an account. Then you'll earn another 5 free stocks when you deposit any amount into your Moomoo account. And you can earn another free stock if you deposit $100 and another 3 free stocks for depositing a minimum $2,000, okay? So that's 10 free stocks. 6 of those stocks are free for simply opening a Moomoo account and depositing any amount of money. Additionally, Moomoo has some really unique features that I think a lot of you will find really helpful, especially if you want to be more hands-on with your investments. For example, Moomoo gives you access to level 2 market data completely free. This is something that usually costs money from other brokers. You'll also get access to full extended trading hours, advanced drawing tools, stock screeners, detailed stock quotes, 24/7 real-time financial news, an active community of other investors, and a ton of other features. Anyways, I'm in Moomoo and I've got my money that I deposited from my bank that I'm ready to invest. What do I do next? Well, I'm going to switch over to my phone because I have a feeling that most of you watching are probably going to be using this on your phone, okay? And so I'm going to do everything from this point forward with my phone. And so the first thing I'm going to do is click right here where it says trade, okay? And Moomoo makes this very easy with their clean user interface. I'm going to type in the ticker symbol VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It's the one ETF that I would recommend most investors invest in if they want to gain exposure to the entire stock market instead of just individual stocks. This ETF holds over 4,000 stocks, and by you investing in this ETF, you are essentially investing in 4,000 stocks all by investing in this one single ETF. Okay, and so I've got VTI pulled up here, and what I'm going to do next is type in the amount of shares that I want to buy. And because I know that I have $200 in my Moomoo account, this means I can buy 1 share of VTI because at the time of this recording, VTI costs about $198. And so I enter 1 share and I click right here where it says buy. and that's it. I am now officially investing in VTI, which is virtually investing in the entire stock market. But remember guys, okay, you're not just doing this once and then you're done forever and then your account is gonna somehow magically turn into $1 million just by you buying one single share of VTI. You have to consistently do this on a regular basis, right? Consistently adding money into your brokerage account and actually physically going into your brokerage account and buying more shares of VTI or whatever stock or ETF that you prefer to invest in. However, all of this begs the question, how much money do you need to invest each month, or whatever your frequency is? How much money do you need to invest in order to retire a millionaire? In a second, I'm gonna put up a chart on the screen that's gonna break down exactly how much you need to invest depending on your age. Now, what you'll notice about this chart is probably something pretty obvious, right? Assuming that you're starting from $0, the older you get, the more money you'll have to actually invest to reach that $1 million mark. And the reason for this is when you start investing when you're younger, your money has a lot more time to grow and compound and begin exponentially growing. Let's say, for example, that you have a 20-year-old who is investing $270 per month into the stock market. They plan on retiring at 65, which gives them 45 years to invest. And knowing that the S&P 500 has, on average, given a 10% return per year, adjusted for 3% inflation, we'll just call it 7%. By investing $270 per month for the next 45 years, by the time this 20-year-old reached retirement at age 65, their investment would have grown to over $1 million. Now, let's take these exact numbers, $270 per month with a 7% return per year, but instead of a 20-year-old who has 45 years to invest, we apply these same numbers to a 45-year-old who only has about 20 years left to invest. After 20 years of investing $270 per month at a 7% return per year, by the time this 45-year-old reaches 65, their account will only have grown to about $139,000. And the reason for this is because the 45-year-old's investment account doesn't really have enough time to grow and compound and really begin exponentially growing. I mean, if we place these two charts side by side, you'll notice that it's not really until about year 25 of investing $270 per month that the exponential growth actually begins, right? And so year 25 is when the magic of compounding interest really starts taking effect. Now, in order for the 45-year-old to reach 1 million by the time they reach 65, they would have to invest about $2,000 per month instead of just $270 per month. This means that the 45-year-old would have to invest about $480,000 of their money to compound to 1 million, while the 20-year-old only has to invest about $145,000 to reach 1 million. And so you can see, the sooner that you can start investing, the less money you'll have to invest to reach the exact same end result, and this is compound interest. Now, of course, it's still possible for the 45-year-old to retire a millionaire, but they will have to invest more each month than the 20-year-old, okay? So here's the chart. All of these numbers that you see are based on a 10% return per year adjusted down to 7% to adjust for the average 3% inflation per year. And this is based on if you're retiring at 65, and so the 18-year-old investor would have 47 years to invest, and the 60-year-old investor would only have 5 years to invest. Also, I took the time and I actually listed out every single age from 18 to 60, the exact amount that you would need to invest each month based on that 7% return if you wanted to retire a millionaire. Now, obviously I couldn't fit every single number on one screen, and so I'm just gonna flip through here and you can feel free to pause the video once you find your age. And so you can see there are 4 rows in total. You've got the age, the monthly investment required at that age to reach 1 million by retirement, the total principal invested. The principal is the amount of money that you're actually having to put in order for your money to compound to 1 million. And then finally, the amount that you would have at retirement if you invested that monthly amount. Now, the sooner you can start investing, the better, because it means that the monthly amount that you would have to invest and the total principal that you would have to invest will be a lot less to get to the same end result of 1 million. And as you can see, this monthly investment amount starts creeping up really fast the longer you wait to start investing. Again, from the earlier example, right, the 45-year-old would have to invest about $2,000 per month, or about $480,000 in total if they wanted to reach 1 million by the time they retired at 65. This is a far cry from the 20-year-old who would only have to invest $270 per month, or about $145,000 in total to reach $1 million by retirement. And of course, if you wanted to retire with even more than just $1 million, then you would just increase how much you're investing every single month. If you don't make enough money money to start investing more, then I want you to watch this video here next where I give you the best side hustles that you can start doing today to increase your income. Guys, if you have not already dropped a like down below for the YT algo or subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it so much if you did that. Also remember to visit mayouniversity.com if you want access to free courses and other great resources. You guys are absolutely amazing, and as always, I will see you again very soon. Take care.